By 2028, there is expected to be almost 700 million smartphone subscribers across sub-Saharan Africa, which will help drive change and unlock new industries.
We feel that this entrepreneurship spirit and healthy startup scene will lead the next revolution, and Africa is at the forefront of this. Africa is going to change the landscape when it comes to deploying tech in many, many areas.
Including healthcare, which is what brought former banking executive Roy Boré and medical doctor Radha Karnad together.
I think healthcare is incredibly important because your health impacts every other part of your ability to live your life to its fullest, to achieve in education, to succeed in your work, to thrive in the things that bring you joy. You can't do that if you don't have good health. For me, healthcare is absolutely central to our achievement as a continent more broadly, economically and culturally.
Together, they saw an opportunity to develop Kenya's telemedicine space.
We got tired of waiting for change to happen. The imperative was we need to do something. And the opportunity is now as tech is just booming across the continent.
If you look at how health has been traditionally delivered to people on the continent, it's really been, let's have a large hospital, let's have as many doctors as possible and nurses in the hospital, and everyone goes there. But what telemedicine offers us is the opportunity to get information to individuals as quickly as possible. So the big story about health and tech is tech's going to empower individuals to take care of their health. And if you think about that, that's quite revolutionary.
And that's the gap that they are working to bridge.
HealthX is working towards a vision of a doctor for every Kenyan. We truly believe that vision is possible, but right now, the way the healthcare system is set up in Kenya with not enough doctors, not enough facilities, yet every single person in Kenya pretty much has a mobile phone handy, maybe not a smartphone, but a phone of some sort. And so HealthX is using that as a way to provide healthcare 24 hours a day, 7 days a week across the country.
Any associated symptoms, any nausea, any vomiting?
This is our digital operations center from where we serve patients across the country. So far, we've served 39 out of the 47 counties in Kenya. And we offer different languages, including, most importantly, sign language. Therefore, we're able to appeal to the deaf community. Within this digital operations center, we have doctors of different specialization. We have nutritionists, we have general practitioners, and we have psychologists.
Much like Mpanya, both Radha and Roy's brand of entrepreneurship is rooted in Ubuntu, an African philosophy which prioritizes humanity to others.
A social entrepreneur looks at things differently. Says we don't work to necessarily get rich, have massive houses, or kind of fuel consumerism and materialism, but we work as a form of life. Work then does not become about how much profit or loss the company makes at the end of the day, but how much impact you can have. So it's a pragmatic necessity for any company that wants to sustain its long-term future in Africa to not focus on profit, but to focus on people.
The impacts we ultimately hope to have is improved lives and livelihoods by keeping people healthy, but also that will have a ripple effect of getting these people to focus on more value-adding economic activities. So I feel that for us, if we continue in this journey, the impact will not only be on the healthcare space, but on the economic space.
The collection of entrepreneurs coming together to move healthcare in this way is incredibly exciting and really timely. We haven't managed to change things in all the other ways we've been doing it, either through the private sector or through the public sector. And I think the thinking and the creativity of entrepreneurship is something that might actually allow us to get to that next level that we've been dreaming of, and yet we haven't achieved so far.
As the continent rises to meet the demands of the future, it stands at the threshold of boundless opportunities, ready to forge a brighter tomorrow for generations yet to come.
It is so exciting to be African right now. There is sort of this collective, I feel, energy and recommitment to the continent itself, much more inward, looking in a positive way of the strengths and the beauty. And I see that in the narrative, not just in healthcare, but in so many other parts of our lives of really the strength of being African. I think the future is African. There's no question about it.
For the youth and for all entrepreneurs, the time is now.
What excites me the most about the future of the world and the future of the continent is how open-minded and how different Africans are when it comes to the way they think. For me, I think the most necessary ingredient for true innovation is diversity of thought. So a world that is governed by an African philosophy rooted in humanism, rooted in respect for diversity, rooted in a revolution of dignity and compassion has never been seen before.